What happens when the revolution you bled for becomes the very monster you swore to destroy? In Dark Age, the fifth and most devastating installment of Pierce Brown's Red Rising saga, listeners are plunged into a war-torn solar system where hope is a luxury and survival demands the sacrifice of everything human. This is not merely a space opera, it is a brutal, unflinching examination of the cost of liberty, the corruption of power, and the fragile line between savior and tyrant. If you crave narratives that shatter your heart while expanding your mind, featuring complex moral landscapes and action sequences that feel like visceral nightmares, this audiobook is an essential, albeit painful, masterpiece. Prepare to return to a universe where Darrow of Lycos is no longer just a rebel. He is a legend drowning in blood, and the darkness he fought to banish now wears his face. The story opens years after the fall of the society, but peace has not arrived. Instead, the solar system is fractured into warring factions, each claiming the mantle of justice while perpetuating cycles of violence. Darrow, once the symbol of liberation, now rules as the sovereign of the Republic, but his idealism has been eroded by endless war and personal tragedy. He is haunted by the ghosts of those he couldn't save and the atrocities committed in his name. Opposing him is Lysander Lune, the heir to the fallen Gold dynasty, who has returned from exile with a vision of order that mirrors the tyranny Darrow sought to overthrow. The narrative splits between their perspectives, offering a dual lens on the conflict that challenges listeners to question who, if anyone, is truly right. Pierce Brown's prose in Dark Age is denser, darker, and more philosophically rich than ever before. The audiobook narration elevates this complexity, with distinct voices for Darrow's weary determination and Lysander's cold, aristocratic conviction. You will feel the weight of every strategic decision, the agony of every loss, and the suffocating pressure of leadership. The sound design immerses you in the chaos of naval battles and the eerie silence of political chambers, making the scale of the conflict feel both epic and intimately terrifying. This is not a story of clear heroes and villains. It is a tragedy where everyone believes they are the protagonist and everyone is losing. But Dark Age is more than warfare. It is a profound meditation on legacy and identity. Darrow struggles with the realization that he has become what he hated, a ruler who sacrifices individuals for the greater good. His relationships with Severo, Mustang, and Ragnar are tested to their breaking points, revealing how war corrodes even the strongest bonds. Meanwhile, Lysander's journey forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about privilege, duty, and the seductive nature of authoritarianism. The supporting cast, including new characters like the enigmatic Kalinda and the tragic Atlas, add layers of moral ambiguity, ensuring that no faction remains purely sympathetic or wholly evil. As the plot accelerates towards its cataclysmic climax, alliances shift and betrayals cut deeper than any blade. The stakes are existential, not just who wins the war, but whether humanity can survive its own capacity for destruction. Brown masterfully weaves philosophical debates into the action, asking whether freedom without order is chaos and whether order without freedom is slavery. The twists are not mere shocks, they are inevitable consequences of the characters' choices, making the emotional impact all the more devastating. The ending leaves listeners breathless, grappling with questions that have no easy answers. For fans of the series, this audiobook is a necessary descent into hell. It strips away the romanticism of rebellion to reveal the ugly truth of governance and the enduring scars of trauma. Yet, amidst the darkness, there are flickers of grace, moments of loyalty, love, and sacrifice that remind us why the fight matters. The production quality ensures that every explosion, whisper, and silence lands with precision, creating an immersive experience that lingers long after the final chapter. Whether you're listening during a commute or in the quiet of night, Dark Age will challenge you, break you, and ultimately transform you. So steel yourself, press play, and witness the price of dawn. This is not just a story, it is a reckoning.